Welcome to the club, 'cause you're that kind of nerd.
Welcome, patrons, to your exclusive Spoilercast for Playing with Fire, starring John Cena. I'm Josh Burns, and I'm joined by CJ Mellon and Brian Thornton.
What up? I do it right? Yeah.
You did. You nailed it.
Hello, listeners.
Really?
Oh, this movie.
This movie took it out of him.
This movie just dragged me through the coals. I
love this movie.
All right.
For the mere fact that that's the reaction I will get for loving it.
Right. I would like to again direct the fact that this is Playing with Fire, the movie released in 2019, not to be confused with Playing with Fire, the series released in 2019 that starred 3 promiscuous women, including a mother and her daughter, who fall in love with a seductive man in Colombia's coffee triangle. Because that sounds better than the John Cena firefighter movie that we just watched.
False. That does not sound better. I'd rather watch John Cena fall in love with 3 adorable children. One who is, Negasonic teenage warhead with hair, and the other which is acts like a baby but is actually like a toddler.
Yeah, okay. I would like to first start off with
this. Wonderful, wonderful film.
What was your real problem with this movie?
Nothing was funny. I didn't laugh.
I disagree.
Once?
I laughed a few times.
Oh my god, I didn't laugh one time at all. All right, so hold on, let me get you By the way, if you go to IMDb, right, and just look for a summary or a synopsis of this movie, this is all you get. This is it. This is all you get. A crew of rugged firefighters meet their match when attempting to rescue 3 rambunctious kids.
Yeah.
Now, as we learned, though, Josh, they're not firefighters. They're smoke jumpers.
They're smoke jumpers.
Okay?
That's way cooler than being a firefighter. There's only 336 of them.
Let me tell you,
nobody on IMDb took the time to write a synopsis for this movie because it's that terrible.
Is it really?
No. Let me tell you the moment I knew I would love this movie. About 30 seconds in, and the guy gets out of his car, who he is clearly driving his family with, while everything is burning around him, and looks out into the distance and says, "We're never going to make it there." Like it's just another day in traffic. He's just like, traffic. The entire forest around you is on fire.
The part
was amazing.
The part for me that I was just like, this is a kids movie, right? It's because they were talking about how John Cena's father was a smoke jumper who died on the job. And it is
a total family movie, yes.
Right.
The one character goes, "There's no greater honor for a smoke jumper than being burnt to a crisp."
Yeah, that was Dennis Haysbert.
Was it Dennis Hayes?
So here's the thing.
This is a kids movie, right?
Yeah,
this is a kids movie.
It's the movie did not in any way take itself seriously, which is why it was like. They were all clearly not taking themselves seriously while John Cena and like Dennis Haysbert were being like overly serious.
You're correct. There was absolutely positively no script for this movie.
It was
just a rough outline, and they're just like, we'll make it up during the day.
It was fun. It was fun, and it was stupid and slapstick and funny.
So boring.
It was
slapstick comedy wasn't funny,
and it was like over the top. Like Keegan-Michael Key, I laughed at that. I laughed at a bunch of his shit. John Leguizamo with all the wrong quotes. That shit was funny.
Again, individually, the individual performers in this great. Tyler Mane being an axe, not saying a word, having that weird singing voice, hilarious.
It wasn't a weird singing voice.
It was a weird. That was a little weird. My darling. It was.
Yeah, it was like
operatic.
But it also had like a
vaudevillian.
But it had a foreign accent to it. Anyway,
that's why it was funny.
It's not funny. Individual performances on this, great. Put it all together, and I'm going, what the fuck? Because it took 45 minutes of a 90-minute movie for them to actually tell me, well, they didn't tell you, how did the fire start that John Cena fought to go rescue these kids? Where are these kids' parents? Because they said they would be there in the morning. It looks like the flood is over. Where are they? Why are these kids
They didn't say they would be there in the morning.
Yes, they did. They said, we'll be there in the morning. Right now we're currently
but
flooded.
Again, the morning was 45 minutes into the movie. So I don't understand what your problem is. The timeline makes sense.
Yeah.
Where are their parents?
And the fact that we held back the fact that these kids weren't, that didn't really have parents is fine. Like,
but why are they?
The structure of the story was fine.
Why are they trying to escape? Why are these kids a-holes? Why are they literally running away? Their parents are going to come to pick them up.
Following the older
Why
sister.
are they right? But
She
why?
says it.
But we don't know that till literally halfway through the
Who
movie.
cares?
Me, because it doesn't make
You
sense.
don't need to know
For
that.
45
That's not
no,
something
no.
you need to
For
know.
45 minutes, I don't understand the motivation of 3 characters.
You get the information that you need when you need it.
They're following the older sister. Why would... All right, Josh.
Why would two younger
you and
siblings follow
wait.
their older sibling?
No, I get that. The 2 kids, fine. It's the oldest one. Josh, your kids, right? You're out, right, doing something. Your kids are in the situation, okay? And you're going to pick them up in the morning, right? That's what they're trying to sell to them, right? Wouldn't you want the audience to be in on the fact that you're not coming to pick up your kids?
No, that's not information you would get
That's
in
not the
any
information
movie
that
until
needs.
later.
Not
To enjoy-
halfway
to
through.
enjoy
Not
anything.
any
And-
movie. There's no movie that's starting out like, oh,
I'm not
their
saying
parents are coming back. Their parents are
I'm not
coming
saying
she doesn't do anything in that first half of the movie to make you question.
This is the problem.
No, she does. The cell phone thing
You
is
went
really
into this
obvious.
overly critical because you did
No.
from the start, from the moment the trailer dropped.
You were very against this movie.
Yes.
You were super for no
and
reason.
I am because I knew it was going to be dumb and a waste of my time, and it was.
It wasn't. It was a kids movie,
and it was.
It knew exactly
It
what it
was
was.
the
See, here's the thing.
definition of a kids
In
movie.
order to be a kids, so successful kids movies, right? At least for me, in my personal experience, and I'll use Clouded with a Chance of Meatballs as like one of the great examples of this. A thing with kids movies is you have to have a balance of humor for the kids and humor for the adults. This is from the same studio that did Daddy's Home and Daddy's Home 2, and they never got that balance. This was not funny enough for adults as it was for kids.
Dude, I will cite Daddy Daycare, Dr. Doolittle. Imagine that. as
They
just-
have. And those have balances.
No, they don't.
No,
Yes,
they
they
don't.
do.
They are pure.
There are some of those
children's comedy.
jokes in Dr. Dolittle which are a little risque
Daddy
that the
Daycare-
parents laughed at.
Daddy Daycare has the exact same amount of adult humor as
Even
this
the
movie.
pacifier with this movie kind of has a kindred spirit too. Kindred spirit. That's as far as I'll compare those two movies ever again. They have a humor for the adults and humor for the kids.
You are nitpicking.
No,
You
this
really
is how
are.
you balance. No,
This is
no.
not.
Listen, that is how you do
when,
children's
when
entertainment.
The moment that
you have
the
to have
title
something for
screen-
mom and dad.
The moment first, okay, you've made your complaint clear. It's a dumb complaint, so let me talk. The moment that the Nickelodeon screen comes up, you need to know that you're not in a completely highfalutin structured movie that's going to have adult humor and kids humor. You are there for a children's movie. It is like when I sit down to see Teen Titans Go, and I'm not expecting anything above a certain bar. I'm
Right.
just not.
I would rather
You
watch Teen
cannot
Titans Go than
expect
this
more
movie
out of this movie.
forever.
In one of the reviews that I see here, this guy goes as far to say, side note, if you're expecting to see them fight fires, what? Who was expecting this to be about? Nobody is the answer to that question.
They fought a fire at the beginning. That guy was stuck
the
in
review
traffic
is like,
because of
it's
fire.
getting 5 stars out of 10.
Right, I see that one on IMDb.
It's only
right?
funny to kids.
Right.
That's who it's supposed to be funny to.
That's exactly right.
It needs to be a family comedy.
Kids
right? This is
don't
not-
often
not.
care about
So let
lack
me ask
of
this: Did I
plot.
go into the wrong part that this is a kids movie? This is a family movie. Which one is
You
it?
went into it expecting. Listen, there are kids movies and there are family movies, and a lot of Disney movies and Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs.
Saying it's a
everybody
family
can get-
movie makes it okay for kids.
Right, but
Right,
I
but
mean,
which one is it? Is it a family movie or a kids movie? Is it spun?
It's a kids movie.
What is it?
You're going to take your kids to see this, and
That's-
you, CJ, are going to have an awful time with it. But your kids will enjoy it, and that's a kids movie.
Okay, so this is a kids movie.
You should. You are
I'm
not
fine
meant
saying
to get
I'm fine
any
saying
enjoyment
family
out of
movie.
this.
I'm perfectly fine saying family movie because that's the genre, right? The same as Sonic the Hedgehog is a family movie.
All right. I obviously then should not be the one driving this review, but I do have one thing I want to talk about real quick, and that was a little bit of technology that I really hope you picked up on, Josh. What the hell is going on with everyone's phones? Because John Cena is rocking an iPhone 4, right? It's a 4, not a 4S. I saw the bar on the top.
God.
And then what's her face is rocking an iPhone 10, and then the kid's also rocking an iPhone 4, and another person's rocking an iPhone 5, and you can't support iOS 13 on an iPhone 4, Josh. What is up with these phones? I
didn't even notice they had phones.
Oh my god. It's crazy. Please talk amongst yourselves for this movie, because all I want to do is shit on it. So.
I actually, I thought there were a few, not a ton, but a few very funny things that happened. And Keegan-Michael Key cracked me up. And I already said John Leguizamo and the wrong, not only like saying the quote wrong, but citing it to the wrong person also was fantastic. I really liked the antics of the kids. Look, this is a good family movie, right? Parents can put it on and feel safe that their children aren't going to pick up any bad habits from it, because it's all pretty over the top. It's very clear that all the shit the kids are doing is naughty, right? It's very clear. They're not encouraging these antics, but it's funny to watch. It's slapsticky. It was made, pretty cheaply, $29 million.
Yeah.
To make it, and grossed 66. So,
you know what that means.
Yeah, they should do
Playing
a sequel.
with Fire 2.
Listen, this also has a 24 on Metacritic and is only going down. They're not making a sequel to this movie.
4.8 out of 10.
Listen, the only critics that I care about are the Benjamins, bro. Yeah.
4.8 out of 10. John Cena doesn't take the big job, instead adopts a family. This sounds fantastic. Like, yeah, give me more. It's fine.
It's really freaking ridiculous to say. Now, listen, I did not really love or enjoy this movie.
Well,
I'm never watching this movie again.
Sure.
But this really shows how John Cena can actually be a decent actor. It really does.
I've been saying this for a couple of years.
Honestly, he can be angry and brooding all he wants, but you get a guy like that to do some pretty good comedy. Ridiculous over the top comedy, and have the guy commit to it, and you're like, okay, this guy's a real actor.
The bubble scene, hilarious. I love the bubble scene between them. They have great comedic timing on that one, and the gag of him getting dry when going in and changing. Next thing you know, he's dry. That's funny. And John Cena was.
He was
again,
good, man.
Individual performances, very good.
He was good, and this is what Dwayne Johnson did too when he did the Tooth Fairy.
Exactly right. He did the game plan, and he did the Tooth Fairy.
He did these movies where he was brooding and angry, like Walking Tall, and then he went to the complete opposite.
No,
did Tooth
he did
Fairy,
the kids movies. The game plan was the family movie, and
Walking Tall was before that, though.
Yes,
is what I'm saying. And
the Rundown and Walking Tall, yeah.
And that's why, now everybody's like, that's when people were like, oh, this guy's a legit actor. It's going to be the same thing for John Cena. He's going to be doing this new Fast and Furious movie now, and now everybody's going to go into that saying, hey, he can do it. He's got range. He's a legit actor. So, I don't know. Just for that alone, I'm like, all right, good on you playing with fire.
Everybody said he was hilarious in the Amy Schumer movie, which I won't watch.
Yes, Trainwreck.
Yes, I haven't seen it. I've heard he was funny.
We all know that to be an entertainer in the way that John Cena was, right, doing live entertainment, you have to have great instincts, and there's no doubt that he's a funny motherfucker. I mean, even what was the movie with the kids going to the prom? What was it?
Oh, Cockblockers.
Cockblockers was hilarious.
Yeah. Heard he was funny.
You're telling me you didn't at least chuckle when he's doing his little celebration dance and he does his own John Cena thing?
That was
I was like, all right, good on you.
I literally wrote down John Cena dancing is a little unsettling, but okay.
Here's my only problem with this movie. Here's my only problem with this movie. I'm almost positive that you can't just quit a fire station just for fun.
No, you're a volunteer.
Pretty sure you're assigned to a fire station.
I don't think
you can't just walk out. That's not how it works.
You can't be a volunteer smoke jumper.
Oh, yeah, that's probably true.
Like 4 guys at the beginning of the movie are like, we don't want to be on the B squad.
We're going over to the big
and we're like, we're gonna leave. And I'm like, you can't do that. That's the only movie I have. The only
other
issue I have
concern
structurally.
There's no way that girl was 2. No chance in God's green earth.
She looked 4 or 5.
2.
That's what she definitely is a toddler.
Right. And also, okay, so I have a huge problem. I don't care what the target audience is. I always have a problem with poop humor. And the poop going into his suit. What was the logistics of
It went up
wearing
his
the
sleeve.
it went up the sleeve into
Yeah, it was so
right up the
explosive,
sleeve.
it
That
went
was
up his sleeve.
hilarious.
How? Okay, no, I thought
Gross.
that's stupid. I always hate poop humor.
You
so you'll never win me with poop.
you're
then
saying
you do not
with
wanna
two
check your
children,
doorstep.
There was never a ridiculous poop incident.
Yes, but when they're my kids, like, is my kids doing something cute? It's not the fact that it was with poop.
No,
It
no.
was-
No, I mean, like, you're like, oh, it's a routine diaper change, and you open it up, and it's a fucking river of like a lava
but it's-
flow
but
of,
it's-
of shit.
Oh,
But it won't go up my sleeve.
can't wait for that.
it
It
won't-
went. Oh,
I've had-
no. Listen,
I've had
listen.
messy
I'm
poops,
talking
but
about. I'm
never-
talking about the standard move, right? You put the baby like on whatever. In this
Yes.
case, it was an ottoman because I had changed him 1,000 times.
Right? Yes.
And Brian, you untape the sides and you sort of sneak him up there. You lift up the legs so that you
I'm like,
can do
oh
the
my god!
so you can do the wipies, right?
Yep.
And the diaper with the poop in it there just kind of settles, and you grab it and you put the new one once he's wiped, and you powder him or whatever you're doing. You make it nice for the baby. You make it nice, but instead of the diaper settling, there was so much shit
no.
flowing backwards
Yeah, no.
that it became like a Wendy's, like a large Wendy's Frosty
Frosty.
had melted
Yes.
and then been poured out slowly all over my ottoman.
No, that's never happened.
That what I'm saying is, like, looking back on that, I'm like, that shit's funny. So when it happens in a movie, ridiculous poop antics, that shit's funny.
No, that's not funny for me.
Oh well.
John Leguizamo touching the pepper. If this was an adult movie, by the way, that would have been some kind of fecal matter or semen or something, and it gets all over his face. So I saw maybe some adult humor come in there. Again, these individual performances are fine.
You're
hate-
looking for adult humor where
No.
there's
I'm
not
saying
supposed to be
if this
adult
was a
humor.
rated R movie, John Leguizamo would have touched his dick. And I'm just at this point, I'm thinking, what
Okay,
would the adult version of this movie
But
be?
it's not.
I know. I was so
And
bored
all
with this
of these
movie. I
individual
was looking to find
performances
a way to
being okay stack up to a movie that's okay.
No, it
Yeah,
doesn't.
neither of us are saying this is Citizen Kane.
But as a matter of
it's
fact, that was your
decent.
text message to me when I said, "Oh, this movie's
No,
rough."
yeah, it's never going to be anything more than background noise ever again. And,
This
for
is
some
never
of
coming
this,
about in my house again.
I tuned it out for a minute when I had to check email or whatever, but like, it was movie, it was on, and I thought it was fine. Like, I thought it was just fine. It was certainly funny, and it delivered on what it promised with fire.
Mm-hmm. They indeed were.
In
the
a few different ways. And if
The
you,
fire
like,
was the children, Josh.
That's
It
right.
wasn't real
It's
fire.
like a
No.
metaphor, man.
It was also but
Metaphor.
it was also like the time crunch with the surprise inspection coming and doing the special.
But he didn't
stuff.
come when he said he was going to come, Josh.
Oh, it wouldn't be a
He
surprise
didn't-
if
he
he
didn't
came
do
when he
it.
said he was going to come.
And the Child Protective Services came early.
Also, that lady is
Everything
right.
went
That is
shit.
not how adoption works.
No,
You can't just keep those kids.
CJ, it's not. That's why it's a family, because that's
It's
how
called
kids
a
think adoption
movie.
works.
Yes, exactly. That's how kids.
That's how
think.
movie adoption works.
Right.
I'm noticing a theme here. You have an issue with
Suspension of disbelief.
I'm
no,
gonna punch
you
you in the
have
cock
an
if you say that
issue
again.
with movies dealing with foster care.
Oh
You
yeah, I hated Instant Family.
You hated Instant Family,
Oh,
which
that
is
movie. And
which
you know
is
what?
do
silly
you
talk.
Do you
which
remember
was
how much I
a
hated
great
Instant
movie.
Family?
Do you hate foster children, CJ?
You know what? I look at Wendy Thomas and I'm like, get out of here. Get the fuck out of here. Go away. Nobody wanted you.
Wait, the
Oh, it was Dave Thomas. Wendy was his biological
the girl
kid.
on the Wendy's.
Yeah, I
boxes?
look at Dave Thomas and I'm kind of upset that he's helping them find homes. You're right. No, but
I'm
you know how much I
just
hated
Next thing you're gonna
it?
say you don't like Milton Hershey. What's your
You
problem?
truly hate these movies
So
about
let me tell you,
foster children.
Hang
on, we're gonna do a
wait,
test.
Wait, no, hold on.
No,
You
we're
know
gonna
how
do a
much I
test.
hated-
No, let Brian do his test.
Go ahead, do your test.
Hold on. Okay.
Annie, fuck her.
Hang on. All right,
Get
so
that kid out of here.
we've already established you hate Instant Family.
Redheaded bastard.
Martian Child. All right, you are in the hate camp for that. Annie, you said fuck her.
Yeah. It's a hard knock life? Not really, kid. Get out of here.
Top 25 foster kid. All right, The Blind Side.
Yeah, he should have just figured out sports by himself. He doesn't need
Okay,
other white
no.
people.
Secondhand Lions.
I have no idea what that is.
That's the one with Haley Joel Osment, Robert Duvall, and Michael Caine. Great
Cider
movie.
House
You
rules.
obviously hate it. The Kid with Bruce Willis.
Never saw it.
Oh,
Juno.
Disney's The Kid was fantastic.
Juno?
Juno?
Yeah, Juno.
You know what? Let me
How was Juno a thing about foster?
She gives up the kid
have
to
a
foster
couple.
care.
I'm going to run through a couple of these if you don't mind, Brian.
Go for it, please, please.
Sleepers.
Never seen it.
Shut up! You never saw Sleepers.
I don't even know what the fuck that movie is.
De Niro, Jason Patrick, Kevin Bacon. You
Yep,
never saw Sleepers.
Never seen Sleepers.
Brad Pitt. You never saw it. Minnie Driver. Sleepers.
Nope. You can keep yelling.
Keep
actors at
screaming
me.
actors, Josh.
Keep
You'll
screaming
eventually
actors.
get it.
That'll make me see the movie.
Okay. Goodwill Hunting.
I like Good Will Hunting. That was a great movie.
I see you have found the same
Who
list.
was in foster care in Good Will Hunting?
He was.
Fucking Will Hunting.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
The Truman Show.
I love the Truman Show, but I don't. I want to call that foster care.
He was a foster kid.
No, he was. That
Yes.
wasn't foster care. That was fucked up
Christoph
situation.
was his foster father.
No, that was his abductor who pretended to be his dad.
But look, Munchausen syndrome aside, foster care is very
But
real.
loves Truman Show. I think Truman Show is amazing.
And the actors who played his parents were foster parents.
No,
They were.
no, they weren't.
I
were
am
they not?
Sam.
I mean, maybe from a legal standpoint, but
there you go.
No, they weren't foster parents at all.
Yeah,
He was on a
arguing
fucking
away,
TV set, so no.
I am Sam.
Oh yeah, no way. That kid should have been like, living
All
on
right,
the streets.
we have discovered something extremely dark about you today. It is that you apparently have something against foster kids or the foster care system.
Free Willy?
That was a foster care? I know. You know what? I watched, what was the, hold on. Angels in the Outfield. Will Joseph Gordon-Levitt just figure out how to live in the stadium? He doesn't need a family. Get out of here.
DJ,
Do you know how much I
really-
hated Instant Family? You know how much I hated that movie? I would rather watch that movie
I
three
own that movie.
times.
I
Three
really
times
enjoyed that movie.
than remember the 45 minutes of this movie where I didn't know what the fuck
really
was going on.
like Instant Family.
I hated Instant Family. I know you guys love that
we
movie.
know you hated
That
it. We
movie
did a
can go
spoiler cast.
Fuck off. Anyway, continue talking about how great this movie is.
I think I made my points pretty clear. This movie was decent. Performances were good. It was kind of funny. CJ hates foster kids.
I've already
I
deleted
made
it.
all of my points.
I've already deleted it off of every computer I have, and every availability way that I gave you to watch it is dead. I could not delete this movie off my hard drive fast enough. I could not recommend this movie to the people in high school that teased me, bullied me, and I hate. So, no, this movie can go die. I gave it an F, and it can go fuck right off, as it burned me pretty bad. This movie was garbage.
All right, now go watch Sleepers.
Yeah, for sure. How have you never seen Sleepers?
My MK also training
It's okay,
didn't have-
Josh. He's gonna hate it. It's fine.
There's no way you can hate Sleepers.
He's gonna hate it. There's foster care involved.
Do you think that there is a sequel to this movie somewhere out there? Is there a script for I'm sure there's a script.
I don't think so, but I do think there's another family fun movie from Nickelodeon with John Cena in the future.
Listen, you find another orphan movie. I'll give it a watch, but
Every foster care
so
movie
listen,
I can
know
find,
in
we're going
comparison,
to watch.
I know in comparison to me though, we've had a good laugh on this, but honestly, as a movie and the way that you would rate this, I mean, would you tell people to go watch this movie? What's the parameters if you remove CJ's craziness and how you have to gauge yourself next to me? You two together as people who like movies.
If you have kids, give this movie a watch.
Yeah.
Right.
If you have young kids,
What's the cutoff?
Under 10.
Okay.
I think Christian would watch this.
Well, there we go. I need the Christian Burns
Christian
review.
would
They
watch
watch
it, but
they
would
watch
Christian
way
enjoy it?
dumber. They watch way dumber shit than this.
I need
That's
the
true.
Christian Burns spoiler review for The Phantom, and now I need it for Playing with Fire, which means, God damn it, I'm gonna have to re-download that movie for you.
if I can
No.
pull him away from Fortnite for a fucking
'Cause
second.
I'm not
and a
kidding.
half.
I literally
Good
deleted
luck
it
with
all.
that. You can tell him that they floss in this movie, which is a dance move in Fortnite.
They actually do
Very
a
true.
few of the Fortnite dances.
Yes,
I
they
know,
do. He
I've
does
seen
the
them.
thing with the wedding with the arms and the
Yeah,
feet.
I too have played Fortnite.
All right. Okay. Well, that was not at all what I expected. I thought we would all be taking a collective shit on this movie, and instead
Nope.
it's just me being the odd man out again.
The Foldy made all over again, CJ.
No, this is not Foldy made all over again.
It is.
It's-
Now I'm going to bring it up in every freaking podcast.
Well, that's why you're a patron, everybody. Is where you get to hear this stuff before anybody else and understand the inside joke. Alrighty, anyone else has anything to say? Great, fantastic. Well, listener, thank you so much for your support for this show. We hope that you've enjoyed our retro reviews and Spoilercast this month. Please continue to support it. And again, if you could kindly do us a favor, rate the main show on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, wherever you listen to find podcasts. Go to ratethispodcast.com/thatkindofnerd. Thank you so much for being a supporter of us, and we will talk to you on the next episode.
Well, welcome to the club, 'cause you are that kind of nerd.